Go talk food, not necessarily in the best way. Big food. The companies that have dominated the industry for decades and decades continue to fall in line with the health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again initiative. MAHA, he calls it. Hershey just became the latest to announce it will phase out artificial dyes within the next year and a half. Smucker said the same last week. So we bring in now Dr. Leigh is a board-certified emergency physician, the author of Never Let Them See You Sweat, How Science Can Help You Harness Stress for Success. All right, welcome back. Good to have you back.
Thank
Now,
you.
I think we have a list of all these companies that are removing these synthetic dyes and chemicals. I mentioned Hershey, but it's much. See all these? So, there's some buy-in from companies with what Kennedy's trying to do. What do you make of it?
Well, obviously, nobody wants artificial synthetic dyes. We've known the European Union had warnings on some of them. For a while, the American Academy of Pediatrics back in 2018 wanted more research. There are some issues, perhaps behavioral problems with kids, ADHD, and some issues with kids that have autism. So that, I think, Connell, is important, right? But you have to put it into context too.
Right.
So
Well,
it's good that these
does cost
companies.
matter? I mean, some people say it might not. Health comes first, safety comes first. It does make it more. I think we have another screen to show this to some extent. A little bit more expensive, doesn't it, to do these kind of things? And is it worth it? Is it that important? There you go. So,
Right.
going dye-free can be expensive. You see the left versus the right. So, is it worth it?
Yeah, I would say it's worth it as a doctor, as a
Okay.
mother, right? Because you want the least amount. You'd love your jam and jelly to just be boiled down fruit, right? So adding these dyes, I think it's definitely worth it. But in the context of it, a lot of these things, especially candy, maybe not so much jam, but especially candy, right? It's the dyes are one issue, but it's sugar. These are ultra processed foods, and really, they're not healthy. And I don't want people to start to think, oh, well, it's made with beet juice or turmeric, so it's now more of a
Right.
health. If you're going to
That's a
eat
good
the
point.
color,
I'm sure
eat
Secretary
the.
Kennedy, and they would probably say that anyway. You shouldn't be. I would think that would be his position. I don't know, but maybe it's not the best to be eating these things, or they say everything in moderation, but not eating these things more now because the dye's out.
Right, right. If you're going to eat the rainbow, Connell, it should be fruits and vegetables, not Skittles,
Oh,
truthfully. So you need to temper that.
you're,
Absolutely.
oh my! Now you're depressing us right before the 4th of July. Everybody's barbecues and everything. Have a great 4th, by the way. Thanks for coming on today.
All right, you too.
Dr.
Sorry.
Vidoker with us. It's okay.